Thanks for checking out FixMyRecipe.com. Chef Billy Parisi here. Our next recipe was emailed to us from Dane Peterson of Harrisburg, Virginia. He sent us a recipe for risotto. Per se, there's nothing really wrong with this recipe, but he asked if we could further enhance the flavors. Dane, let me tell you something. Italians eat this stuff for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They eat it as whole meals. We're going to add some awesome flavors and make an absolutely wonderful caramelized onion and basil risotto. All right, Dane, first things first. We're going to add our whole butter and get these onions caramelizing. All right, Dane, our onions are about halfway done. We're going to further caramelize them with a little bit of sugar. Now that our onions are nice and caramelized, we're going to add in our barrio rice. We're just going to toast that before we deglaze. And in good Italian fashion, you got to use a wooden spoon when it comes to cooking risotto. All right, Dane, now's the fun part. Let's add some white wine and deglaze. It's also going to enhance the flavor of our risotto. Here's the tricky part. You want to add our nice chicken stock that we made a few episodes ago on Fix My Recipe. You can see it in our video library. Let's simply add our chicken stock in ladle by ladle and keep stirring till it's al dente. When I made this one time in a restaurant, I had an Italian chef, and I'm stirring it, and I stopped and started stirring the other way. He came over and smacked my hand with a spatula. You gotta stir it the same way every time. It's gonna taste better that way. So Dane, here's my word of advice. You better stir the same way or I'm gonna come and smack your hand while you're in your kitchen. As you can see, Dane, our barrio rice has sucked up all the chicken stock it can take. All we're going to do now is add a little cream and further enhance those flavors. Risotto is not risotto without Parmesan cheese. It's going to thicken it up and just add that extra flavor that we're looking for. Now it's time for salt and pepper. Remember, as I always say, season once, taste twice. You can't go wrong. And to kick it up a notch, we're going to add some fresh chiffonade basil right to our risotto. And remember, fresh herbs go in at the end. All right, Dane, our risotto is done. It looks wonderful, and the smells in this kitchen are just so fabulous. I cannot wait to try some of this. And remember, you can eat this as a meal, and I'm glad you did because now I got dinner tonight. Can't wait to get into this. And remember, Dane, deglaze with white wine, caramelize those onions a little further than you normally would, throw in some fresh herbs, and on top, to make a meal of this, add in some steak, some chicken, even some seafood if you'd like. It's going to go perfect no matter what you do. I'm going to get a little taste of this and let you know how wonderful this really is. I can't wait to eat this whole thing, and I'll tell you what, I think I can really do it. Come back tomorrow to FixMyRecipe.com, see all of our videos in our library, and see if there's a recipe on there that catches your eye.